Hey, so if you like my content, please subscribe to the channel or give me likes or comments under the videos. It really helps me out a lot. Thanks. Hey guys, so today we are trying out some cards for some new cards from the Lorwyn set for the Living End deck. I played the Living End deck a couple of times on the channel already. But I think the Lorwyn Elementals gave a big boost to a lot of these Cascade style decks. And they're especially good for Living End. So what is Living End doing? You playing a lot of Cascaders, which then only can find the card Living End, which basically is a Living Death. It changes the board in the graveyard of creatures. And to do that, you have to not play cards which don't cascade for less than 4 mana. So everything has to cost 4 or more mana. But you have a lot of things to cheat on your mana cost nowadays. So you're playing a lot of these cyclers. You play this thing, for example. You can play, I don't know, Metamorphosis Fanatic. You have these Modern Horizons 2 pitch elementals, which played very nicely into the archetype already. You can play some interaction and Force of Will. You play even the foil, Subtlety, Unmask, Grief. You have a Ricochet Trap for counters. But now the new elementals gave a big boost. So one of your best cards against blue decks where people thought the deck might struggle. In my experience against blue decks, it was kind of good already, because if they kept like too many counter spells, you could go a little bit slower, go to your interaction, and then maybe even hardcast stuff. So Unmask, Grief, and all these interaction spells were the best things that you had and against blue decks. But now you got the Deceit. Last weekend won the Pro Tour. It's a black Grief, and it's a blue bounce something, which is kind of nice. So this is another Grief that you can play before you go off with your Cascade plan. Another thing that you got was the Wistfulness, which helps you bouncing pesky stuff, like maybe a Teferi, or I don't know, maybe Rest in Peace or whatever that you can counter later. You also have now a disenchant effect on the main, so you can like exile a Sorgan Lantern or maybe a Rest in Peace or something. And the thing is, because they are all of 2026, they're good playing cheap, but they're also good hard casting. Yeah, so I tried out these two in the Living End deck. And I also have to put in the Vibrance too, because for removal, for example, for Magus or something, I'm playing this Twin Shot Sniper. It's uncountable, but it only deals 2 damage. And oftentimes you hard casted it too, which is a 4 mana 2/3 reach. It boosts the opponent's Goyf, so like a Pyroglyph, for example. It gives them another artifact, which is not great. But also 2/3 is maybe not the best. The Vibrance would be like 3 green, red, and for green you could like get a land, which could be, for example, the Field of the Dead 2 that we play. And it could also kill the Magus or whatever. But the best thing is that you can just play 5 mana 4/4, which then maybe bolts something. So yeah, since the last time I played it, also other things changed. I went a little bit more fairly, so I playing things like Liliana to just have a 5-mana reanimation spell that needs to be interacted with later. Also, because I'm only not playing Living End, we are also playing Living Death, for example, that you can also find with the Bring to Light, for example. And I'm also trying out the Phyrexian Delver, which is kind of a boomery card. It's a 5-mana 3/2, which ETB reanimates something, and then you lose life as you do in a reanimate. I'm also trying out the card Ink Shield because oftentimes you keep up mana and then you get attacked I think it maybe let's say 4 mana and then for 4 damage, and if you like play the Ink Shield, absorb 4 damage, get 8 power in the air, that could already win. I'm also with a fair plan now playing the card Quantum Riddler because it's a great card. It works well with the cyclers. It gives you a plan B against like blue decks or decks that want to interact with your graveyard. Another fair thing is also the Quintorius card, which can cascade into the Living End, but it can also just be a 5-mana Planeswalker which poops out 3/2 creatures. Yeah. And yeah, I'm pretty excited for the deck. I already built it in paper too. So see you in the games. Hey guys, so we are on a morning match with Living End. And the last testing he played some Izzet tempo, I think. Regarding that we might play against a blue deck too, I want to keep it since we have like I think against counterspell, some cyclers, some fair stuff, and removal. So I keep. Let's see if he's on Izzet again. So we are looking for the Cascader. Okay, do we want to cycle on turn 1? I think I want to play the tap land. Yes. Next turn we can either cycle the Archfiend or the End. But I think we want to get to 4 mana. Because of the trap. So we need also 2 red mana. This means that the Generous End will get a Tiger. Arcanist is fine. It's not too much damage. Okay, there's our second red. So we can get the Tiger and we can surveil with blue red. And then we have the black here. Okay, that works. So let's get Tiger. And if we get Blood Moon, we get Blood Moons. Or like Back to Basics, the same thing. So we get the Tiger. Play the Rainforest. We get the Thundering Force. Hopefully it's available creature. Okay, this works. I think. If he doesn't have a creature, we have to kill our own creature with that. But I think we put it in the graveyard anyway. So maybe he's surveilling something with the Consider. The next turn, yeah, we can Trumpeting Carnosaur. One thing. Maybe the Arcanist. Or we can cycle the Archfiend or something. But I think because we milled the Shriekmaw, maybe we want to to use the console. So we want to dodge the non-basic hate. We play the Magus, so we can beat that with the console. Okay. Tapland. Tapland's interesting. What is it? Red. So, Quantum Riddler. Okay, Quantum Riddler is fine. Okay, so we have 2 cyclers, or we have the Carnosaur. The Carnosaur has a lot of upside, I think. So let's play the red and keep up our options. We can cycle Archeon plus cycle Hulk, and then the Shigma has to kill the Hulk. Steel cutter, okay. Okay, so we can. Oh no. Fuck. So we gave him a free token. But I think it doesn't matter too much. It's just 1 more damage. But also like 1 card. Or yeah, we should have like killed the Arcanist. We should have killed the Arcanist here. But no, it's good because we want to have him have the second creature. So that's actually was good to do that this way. Your mistakes were right, okay. Okay, now we kill the Chandler. Ah, yes, the Oculus, okay. So we have to kill the Oculus then. Okay. Now we get 3 creatures and we got like 1 big surveil. But he only has like 1 mana. He only has like 1 mana for counter. He could have the free counter, he could have... if he has like a 1 mana counter plus a free counter, it's not great. But... so, cast a Living End... Okay, perfect. So first, okay, I win. GG's. Okay. So we gotta force some cyclers, a removal, and a cascader. So let's keep. I mean, I think I cut this one. I think this is one of the worst cyclers. So I'm not sure what I cut for in my paper deck. But this one's not too great. It's a fine card to cast fairly, because it's just 5 mana. But yeah. Okay, now I think we want to keep up the force from now on. Yeah. I feared that. But I think it's okay. We can still get the Thundering Faults to find some mana. We can bounce a Chandler maybe. Okay, so there's our Cycler for blue. This is great. And now we can either cycle or bounce the Chandler. I think we want to maybe bounce the Chandler since he can surveil some creatures into his yard. And then we keep the Cycler maybe as a blue card. Okay, I'm on 11 already. And also cycle. No, I think we want to like bounce it first and then we can maybe cycle the giant later. The Cyclops. Yeah, maybe we should have like bounced it immediately. So we bounce it. Beginning of combat. Alchemist. Okay. Alchemist is some more damage, but I think we want to keep the force for the counter. Okay, so we can Harvester the Arcanist. So is it -2? Okay, it's -2. So we can cycle What Beast, cycle Giant, and then maybe go off. So let's preemptively cycle the What Beast. Violent Outburst. Okay. Let's pass. So only has 2 mana, which is nice. Chandler is fine. So you can surveil something here. So we take 4, go to 7. With force we are at 6. We can hopefully it doesn't find a creature for his yard. Okay. Okay, this one's not great for us. I think it's still fine. Okay, so we find another mana. So let's cycle that in response. Scar block. Delver. Let's draw mana here. Otherwise we might be dead. Okay, we can still draw the green mana. maybe this means we want to cycle so we take 4. Might be dead, so let's think about it. So we can cycle the mystery guy. So blue. Cycle here with the green, hopefully. Okay, so we can cast it. Oh no! Oh man. Yeah, I found it here. So let's maybe find another black. So cycle here. Oh man. Okay, so we have to force maybe some burn spells. So take 4, go to 3. So if he has a bolt, we have to force it. Or pyroglyph. So if he has a pyroglyph, I think we're dead. I think we force it and then we die to the living end. We're on 3. First I was ahead on mana, but now I'm not. Okay, do I have a 1 mana cycler? No. There's no way out. We can get a Fury. So let's blue, play the wrist runners. Maybe we can -2, -2. So draw 2, discard 1. Okay. Let's discard this. And let's try to stay alive with the house. So if he has a burn spell, I think we are still not dead. Since we have to. Oh no, if he has a burn spell, we're dead. Or counter, we also dead. Subtlety kills us. That was a nice game. We were pretty close. We always needed the 4th mana or the green mana for the Lightning Outburst. Alright, 3rd game. So we've settled. Oh, we have the living end in hand, so we have to move. It's easy. So we have force, misdirection, fanatic. I think we put the fanatic to the bottom. Yeah, try to find some cascaders. One's on 6-2. The wasting was also pretty good. Like wasting the living end deck's usually pretty good. Hopefully it doesn't have another wasteland. Okay. Perfect. So we can start the cycle train. That's our cascader. I think I want to start with the attacks. If we find the surveil land, we maybe want to play it. Not the best cycler so far. So we also need a creature to have. Here's another blue card. So let's cycle the black one. Try to find another land. Okay, this is a land, so we play it. So he maybe needs to double spell now to put some pressure on. Maybe we already can. This is just one creature. So he has only 2 lands. Alright, so we need maybe 2 blue cards. Let's start on the... Oh. This black. We have no red yet. Maybe we keep up the Typhoon to block the 2-1. Or we cycle the Drake. Regardless, we play land and pass. So it depends on what he does. So okay, he has already another creature. So I think we maybe want to cycle the Shark Typhoon to kill the Iconoclast. Okay. So this is some damage. So maybe... So if we miss on the red mana, we might die against the Iconoclast. But if we find it, we get like 2 bad creatures and 1 okay creature. And he gets this guy back. So we take 4 here. I think we can still wait with the Shark Typhoon. Let's cycle the Drake. There's a red card. Oh no. Need the red mana though. Okay. So red mana please. Perfect. Okay. I think we need to do it now. So red, black, blue, like this. Straight. And the question is if we want to misdirection or force of will if he has a counter. So misdirection could help against removal spell after, but force of will can counter threats. Misdirection doesn't always work on the count of him that he might have. Okay, so he has a force of negation. So if we... Okay, so he gets a guy. So if we misdirection... Yeah, it's misdirection. So... Styling... So, target the force. And exile the... Force of will maybe. Yeah, let's exile... So change the target. Okay, target here. So no response. Let's see if it works. So we find against spell pierce. Okay, so we get a couple of guys. We target him to see what he draws. So basically to control what he draws. So Harbinger, Iodine Island. So look at the cards, okay. So we give him Harbinger last, then Iodine, then Island first. Okay. So we have 8, 11, 14 damage. You can also cycle the Shark Death for 0. You want to find the red mana, okay. Doesn't have anything. Okay, so we find that attack for 14. Now he draws the Preordain to the Harbinger. We can cycle the Shark Death. Okay, price puts us to 1. No response. So you can kill us with the guy. And block with the shock rifle. So you can also kill it with the. Maybe doing the Carnosaur is better because he might have a bounce. Let's check the Shark Rifle. Staff works in both ways. So I think he doesn't play bounce. There's a Harbinger in hand. Okay, GG's. Okay, second match. Living End against Izzet. We got Ancient Tomb, plus Cascada, plus Pitch Spell. Opponent keeps 7. So we need to blow either black, blue, or red. I think this seems risky, but I want to keep it since the Ancient Tomb goes very quickly. Either way. We would draw white card, we're good with the Solitude if we draw any other mana besides green. We are good. We draw Cycler, okay. Tomb, pass. Okay, no play is fine. Let's draw mana. Okay, black's good, so we can play the dragon in his turn. Maybe get some lands off him. Dragon is an instant adventure. Can kill something with a Harvester. Yes, Magus. Okay, Maddening Hex. Okay, let's respond here. So let's Dragon with him. So we find dig through time and bolt, so no lands. Okay, dig through time bolt's not exactly what we want. Mending Hex can kill us quickly. Okay, Island is perfect. Okay. Now we need the red. Maybe we want to Quantum Riddler. Yeah, let's Quantum Riddler. Okay, black. We can cast it if we want. No Great Cycler so far. So we can harvest out whatever he plays. Okay. Maybe this is a game where we hardcast stuff. So let's cycle. Do we cast even the War Beast? Maybe we just even cast the War Beast. And if he wants to kill it, it's fine. And then if he plays a creature, we can, if we draw the land, Shriekmaw it. We can also bolt something, even though we don't have red. Okay, this works. On 16. Okay, Grief. I think we just pass here. Grief we want to have for the escape turn. It was Arcanist. Arcanist we can Shriekmaw. It's fine. Okay. So let's start on the Shriekmaw. And if he... Okay, so he doesn't counter. Let's kill the Arcanist. Now we can cycle the Hippo. Maybe find more lands. There's another land. We still need okay, Proxy. Proxy can flashback the living and we don't have any cyclers here. Living End might be 4 damage, 6 damage. I think we have to put it in the graveyard. Since we have the Grief, we can work around the counter spell. I think we don't Grief now. Still want to wait. I can also cast the Riddler now. Okay, doesn't play anything. So maybe this is a Riddler turn. Okay, there's a black. I think we're getting to a hardcast territory. So black, so 2 blue, blue. Something. The Riddler. Okay. Which ones? Oh, Living End. That's not great. Okay. So maybe we want to Grief here. It's the Living End. Next time we can maybe cast a house. So days we pay for. Unholy heat. Okay. So we only have 3 cards. Take one. We still have the living death to resolve later, so spell pierce. Okay, fine. So no play, and we can hardcast stuff. We find. Thundering Falls. And also dig through time. Yeah, I've never dig through time in this deck. This deck does not great. Three, 4, 5, 6 mana. So dig through time is some damage, so maybe we don't want to cast non-creature stuff. And play that. We have the bolt if we want. And also solitude and gain some amount of life. Yeah, that's a thing for the solitude. So maybe we dig through time. So let's see. So 19. Yeah, I think we can do it. So dig through time. So we have so many creatures. I think maybe we just attack with 5 and pass. He needs to double spell. Next turn we can maybe cast the worm. Colors we can exile. Solitude, exile, sky. Exile Oculus. He gains some life. It's fine. So there's our worm. Let's see if the worm resolves first. Did not cast any non-creatures so far. So demanding hex doesn't look perfect. So it resolves. So let's attack 5. So now we have like 12 damage. That's okay. You can block the monk with the worm. Oh, we can also blood braid elf. Since we do the red, we can also blood braid elf, and if we find another red, we can also Carnosaur. If the Carnosaur hits a non-creature, we cannot cast it with the hex or the hex. Okay, back to basics. We have 2 basics. That's fine. Just okay, that's nice. Need to draw red mana for the Carnosaur. Island Outburst. So we can bolt the monk. He only has like one card. So let's bolt the monk. Ah, we have to pay the white mana, okay. I think we stay back then and cycle the worm. So, worm. This direction, okay. Yeah, we pass. He needs to double spell again. Don't have blue yet. Okay, no play. I want to draw lands. Red mana, please. Well, is okay. We don't have an island yet. Colors. Creature's nice. No delirium yet. There's a second spell. Okay. Ah, okay. Nice. Can haste this guy. See. Okay. This means that we can maybe drag in here. Oh man, 3 days is 2 damage. I have to do it maybe. Yeah, I have to find the red mana. I mean, this is nice. Spawns as a channeler. It's also a blue card from this section. So let's discard the chaos thing. So it doesn't do anything. Flame of Arno is not killing us. I think I don't have many outs since we drew the ring end. So let's bounce the go to 1. We can maybe drag in the browse guy. So maybe it was not right. Okay. This was I mean, like drawing the living end is always a bad thing. I think this was a game where we showed that you can also, if the opponent has too many answers, not threats, just hardcast your stuff. Yeah, the back to basics was obviously very good and is very good against 5-color deck. Okay, so we got Grief, 2 Cascaders, Cycler. We can't cycle. We don't have any protection, but we have the Grief as protection, so I think that's fine. So we start on the Tundra, maybe to not, or to get wastelanded on a Tundra and not on the Redland. Okay. Trip's fine. We want to draw some cyclers or black mana. Surveillance works too. Okay, so that's a cycler. Let's draw black. Okay, that's fine. It's another cycler. So maybe next turn we might want to grieve, since he might have the back to basics. This is nice of him. It's two creatures in. Okay, nice. So Blood Moon we are not too scared about. Do we cycle the serpent? Yeah, let's cycle the serpent. We can find another random mana. Serpent's also not very big. Okay. We don't grieve yet. Also, it's not pressuring too much. So he has two flyers in the graveyard. It's annoying. Back to basics would be annoying too, but I think he like back to basics. Okay, Mending Hex is bad. Let's draw land. Okay. So let's cycle Cyclops. Play the land. And pass. Yes, nice. Take 3. So now we want to draw the red mana, and then we might maybe we might cascade here. Maybe not. Okay. So I think we want to cycle the Archfiend, since he can. We also cycle Shark Typhoon. I think we don't die so far, so let's blue cycle the Burst Flyer. Just goes flying randomly. Lalia's flying. Living Death, okay. Cycle the Archfiend and find the last mana. Okay, perfect. It's also black. So it's another big guy. Now, do we want to grieve here? So he knows about the grief. We take 4. If he has prize, we die. But if he has 2 counters, if he has 1 counter, I mean, I think we have to pass. I think we're not playing around the price. So we take 4 here. Maybe another 6 from the Maddening Hex. So he only has 2 blue. So Blood Moon. Blood Moon is fine. Blood Moon doesn't. We don't care about Blood Moon. We have the Appraiser. You can also get a basic swamp here. so let's start on the grief and exile the horror. Let's look. Okay, so here's Oculus, Brazen Borrower, Nemesis. Nemesis you can't cast. Oculus you can't cast. I think we give him the Consider. And then we discard the Oculus after the living ends. Let's put the Consider away. Let's get a basic swamp. Play it. Play the Appraiser. We might die if we hit like 2 non-creatures. Okay, this is close. Let's see how many damage we take. Take only 1. It's nice. No response. Take another 1. It's fine. So we got a big board. We can hardcast the dragon later. So let's grief him. Please come block. And let's target him also. Since we know he has only creatures. Okay, so we give him first the Otavara, then we give him the bone, and first it was a force. Now we grieve his Oculus. And yeah, if we cycle we can also kill his stuff, so. And we have like more than plenty. Can bounce the Arctwind now. Oh, it targets a Raven. Oh, that's not. It's not what he wants to do, I think. Which player it was? Okay. Okay. So we want to cycle here. I think he's dead on board. Okay. Okay, 4 Cycler, 3 mana Cascada, 2 Surveils, 1 begins with 7, yeah, that's nice. Okay. We play around Stifle. Let's see what we draw. Okay, let's start on the base. Put the Shriekma away. So the Demonic Dread needs a creature. We don't want to Shriekma him. Okay. So we want to keep the blue card here. Let's play basic and plus. Don't need to rush the dread since we don't have many creatures. Genesis we wouldn't be able to target with the dread. So Magus. Magus we want to force here. So let's cycle first. Let's force Magus. Okay, now you need to draw the swarm for the demonic dread. We both forced. So let's cycle the serpent, even though we can play it later. Yeah. Oh no. So we want to draw the basic swamp here. Or the draw or basic swamp might work. Fury is nice. And Cascaders on red we also have. This was unfortunate. Wasp plus Magus. We take 6, so we only have like 1 turn left. I think. Yeah. Let's draw Cascader here. Or the black mana. Gifts. Okay. What can gifts do? Okay, let's gifts. Okay. So we can get Fury. Can get Solitude, even though we don't want it. Can get. So he has like 4, 6. So he's like 1 shot. So we get Fury. We get 2. We can get the Sniper. We can get some. So we can get the Appraiser. We can get maybe white card with Solitude. Oh, this doesn't work. Let's get 2 Cascaders in red. So let's also get the. We have this Rose and maybe the twin shot sniper. Okay. And let's hope he doesn't have a burn spell counter. It doesn't give us a Fury. I think he gives us 2 Cascaders if he has like a counter. Gives us a Fury. Wow. Maybe we didn't click on the last card. So we have 2 Fury. The Magus. So we take 5 with 3. So let's. Magus. Then we have the Violent Outburst. Yeah, we messed up with this. We messed up with this. Gifts here. Let's see if we are dead. I think we might be dead. Ali, okay. Slide, okay. So we can upkeep Violent Outburst. Okay. That's nice. Also may lose against Stifle. Another cantrip, okay. It's promising. Another cantrip? Oh man. Okay. And also throws from the graveyard, so maybe we didn't even have the Fury here. Maybe we had the Fury the layer, yeah. Okay, so if there's another cantrip, we can get the Force back. Me too. It's a Ponder back, okay. Doesn't even want the Force. Field. Let's get the red. So we have 5 haste damage. Shriekmaw for some Magus and the Fury for something else. And an Appraiser. I think we play land and maybe upkeep the Outburst. Or do we? And he has more blue mana. Maybe we should have done it. Pre-combat. Yeah, let's do it. He only has 2 blue mana. I think he has a counter since he did not put the Force of Will in his hand. Okay. So let's Shriekmaw here. Would have hit him for 6 damage. It was maybe better to put it. Pre-combat. This way, now we have like. Okay, heat is fine. Also, the Appraiser did not trigger here. The Appraiser should have triggered. So we have like 6, 9, 14, 19 damage. Okay. Also have a field token, I think, next turn. Long Ponder. Maybe we can hardcast a thing. That's... So let's play Wilt. Attack him for... Let's just attack him for 10 here. Kills that, takes 5. So we can Living Death for Shwigma Fury Serpent, and he gets Magus yeah, so we can kill no. So we get 2 big guys, and we can Magus him. But also the... I think we wait with Living Death, since he has to kill more creatures. Okay, Riddler's perfect, so we can Living Death again. So maybe we... so we just attack all. Then we kill maybe the... perfect, so we get another creature. I think we kill the Magus, he gets Laelia. And then we play 2 more zombies. Okay. So cycle that. It's Living Death. It doesn't have spells now. We play about spell pierce. Okay, now we can put everything. So here, here. Okay. Now we make 2 more zombie token, or 1 more zombie token. Snapcaster. He doesn't have a right spell here. Okay, so he has to ponder. Okay, so we win. And also escape more. Ah, yeah, no, he ponders it. Ah, no, he has something. Is it a Pyrogolf? No, it's a Pyrogolf. Ah, stock up. Okay, stock up's fine. So he has to find the burn spell. Okay, price. For a tent, okay, another draw for the bow. So only, okay, GG's. That's well nice.